I knew YouTube was going to be like that. Sorry, everyone. It's got the camera that you're using to preview is not the same as the camera that they're using to do live stuff. So my apologies for that. I'm trying to get everything set where it is the same, and you guys get a little extra because I have to do kind of a preset sort of thing for YouTube. So sorry about that. Hang on one second. We're going to go to Facebook, I think, and we're going to go to Instagram. Okay. Hey, everyone on Facebook, and hello, everyone on YouTube, and hello to everyone on Instagram. I hope everyone had an awesome weekend. We're on a Monday here, and I'm trying to catch during the sun. We've had rain, just these crazy storms. They're small, but they're really powerful, and they blast through for about half an hour, 45 minutes. Thunder, lightning. I thought my neighbor's boat blew up earlier. I mean, it was harsh, and then you get a few hours of sunny skies, and then comes back, and it's supposed to rain all week. There's a big system in the Gulf, and yeah, so it'll be a wet week, but we'll enjoy the sun while we can. Hopefully it's okay where you guys are. I saw the tornado in Iowa, just off the speedway. That was pretty incredible. So yeah, hopefully everyone's doing okay. Something I wanted to talk about that I've noticed over the course of my life, but I haven't really been able to kind of put it into something or put it with something else. And I kind of figured it out late last night, early this morning. And this is kind of like the title says, they've got to want it. They've got to want the help, and they've got to want to learn. Now, these are kind of the sort of the same thing. They're sisters, stepsisters, something like that. They're very similar. If the person doesn't want the help, you can't help them. And it's the same thing. If the person doesn't want to learn, you can't force the learning on them. It's, can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Same sort of thing with both of those. I think it's very difficult for people to ask for help, either in their personal life, in their career, whatever. Can you hand me that jack stand? Whatever. I think that's difficult for people. Same thing with wanting to learn. Hey, can you teach me how to do multiplication? Can you teach me how to rejet a carburetor? There's a lot of stuff in there that I think is hard for people to ask for because they don't want to appear stupid, or they don't want to appear inept or something, whatever the reason is. There's a fear there. And I kind of want to dispel that fear a little bit, because asking for help means that you're trying to get better. You're trying to become a better person, or get a better life going for yourself, whatever it is. And then it's the same thing with learning. You're trying to get smarter. You're trying to learn this stuff and put it in the mental hard drive. You might use it in a week. You might use it in 20 years, but you've got it on a mental hard drive, and that's why it's a good thing to have. And try to remember that knowledge is power. And I know that's a what is it? G.I. Joe said knowledge is half the battle. So yeah, but it's true. If you know something, you're halfway to solving the problem. If you have the knowledge to get to the solution, then you're literally 50% of the way there. So if you don't have that knowledge yet, if you only have 0%, try to get to that 50%. And don't be afraid to ask to learn stuff from others, and from reading and watching videos and all that other stuff. Now, remember, there's a kabillion experts out there, especially online. Everybody is an expert. So definitely do your research prior to, doing your knowledge. Um, some guys that like, if I want to learn about quantum physics, I'm going to go to Leonard Susskind. I promise. That's where I'm going. That's my first stop. So there's reputable people out there. Just make sure they're a reputable one. They're not some, rando that you found on a YouTube search, because it's probably the first couple are not going to be the right ones. Definitely do some research. And also, sort of parallel to that, don't be afraid to learn from younger people. Just because you have all of this knowledge and experience, they might have new ways to do the same kind of thing that'd be quicker or simpler or whatever, and they can teach you those. So don't be afraid that, the new kid on the block has a cool way to, coil an extension cord, or, hey, yeah, show me how you do that. That's one of those things. You have to be open to it, and you have to want to learn. So if you want to help, you want to get help from someone, you have to want to learn. And I guess there's a downside to this a little bit. If people ask for help and you help them, I would say 95% of the time they're extremely grateful. And they'll let you know. You'll get a card, or they'll tell you in person, they'll put you aside, and they'll be like, hey man, thanks a ton for helping me out with XYZ. The opposite side of that is when it comes to learning, it is extremely rare to get any sort of accolade or recognition for teaching someone something in person. What will happen is you'll get it later on when you see that person doing whatever you taught them. So if you taught them how to rejet a carb, you'll be watching them at the track, and they'll pull a carb off and they'll rejet it, and you'll be like, hey, I showed them how to do that. So it's kind of unthanked, but you'll witness it if they don't say anything. And again, that's about 95% the other way. And the good part is, both of these types of people, like myself, are continuing to do what we do. Like, I love teaching people, but at the same time, I love learning. So I'm going to keep doing both. I'm going to keep teaching people how to do stuff, and I'm going to keep learning how to do stuff. And this is anything from, installing a sliding glass door to, whatever, cooking a pizza, whatever it is, it's learning how to do this stuff and then teaching people what you learned. It's how we keep going on and on. And I noticed it, with a lot of stuff that I've done. I've tried to help people out, and then some people are like, I don't really want to learn. Well, okay, then, move aside so someone who does can get a better view of the chalkboard or the video or whatever. Don't hinder other people from learning. Don't hinder other people from helping other people. So if you're not in it for that, then, kind of step aside and let someone else do it. So yeah, I didn't mean to be super serious on a Monday. I know everyone's got a stressed week, and God, so many birthdays. July is literally birthday month. Like I told you guys, so many people have birthdays. So I've been going around. This morning, I probably sent out, 40 birthday messages to people. And probably not 40, maybe 20, but it was a lot. And yeah, so everyone has a stressful week. Everyone's got a million things going on. So pick one. Do you want to be one of those people that help other people and that teach other people, or do you not? If you don't want to be that one, step aside and let someone else learn. Let someone else help. And that's it. It's not a one's better than the other or anything like that. Actually, that's not true. People who teach and people who help others out are technically better than those who stand around and watch, just hold their phones up while, those people are definitely a notch down. But yeah, figure out which one you are, which one you want to be, and then, proceed forward and become more of that person, or become, more like that. So that's about it. I just thought that was kind of cool. And Does the pool look any bluer? No? I don't know. Anyway, thanks you guys for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, definitely put them down there. I reply to everybody. And you can also, you can text me or call or whatever. You guys know my phone number. I don't hide anything. I'm not like that. I'm a very public person. So if you have questions, definitely let me know. I'm happy to help out. And I'll be over tonight in Kev's shop over on YouTube. We'll be doing, I know you're getting tired of this, we'll be doing more limo stuff. It's going to be, there's a lot of stuff to do on that. So we're trying to finish that car up and get it running and driving, and hopefully driving at night. We'll see how that goes. We're trying to get lights on it. And so, yeah, join me over at Kev's shop on YouTube. And if you guys are the YouTube people, just change channels and go over to Kev's shop. And I think that's about it for today. I'll definitely check in with you guys later on this week. Got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going back to Ohio, put the race car back together, and do a whole bunch of stuff on the house. So we're going to be going back and forth, and we'll be doing lives from the shop up there. So thanks, everyone. And don't forget to show someone that you love them today. Give them a kiss on the cheek. Give them a kiss on the tip of their nose. Hold their hand. Give it a squeeze. It's really important for them, but it is far more important for you and you and you. All right. Thanks, everyone. We will catch you. Let's do one tomorrow. Does that sound good? All right, cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, YouTube.